You should have seen Dad. When that chunky kid and his dad crashed into Beverly Rose at the end of the slide, she rode the wave like a pro.
I heard the kid Augustus glooped himself on the next tube right down. Oh, did you get through to Harris and Mark?
Kind of. I called and Harris answered, Connor's Insane Asylum, best place to drop your nuts. And then Mark laughed hysterically and started singing Oklahoma, and they hung up.
That was a sneak peek of ABC's The Connors for season 5 with love, humor, and perseverance. The family continues to prevail. Here to give us all the details on what we can expect for the new season is actress Lisi Goranson, aka Becky. Welcome, Lisi.
Thanks, Desiree. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. And I mean, season 5 kicks off with a double honeymoon. What can you share with us?
As you know from the end of last season, Darlene and Jackie had a double wedding with their husbands. And then this year they go on a double honeymoon. And let's just say, if you can imagine the differences in personalities, if you watch the show between Darlene and Jackie, that the combination might get a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, a little double trouble, you might want to say. And what else can you share with us that will happen in season 5 without giving too much away, of course?
Well, last season it was established that, Ben and Dan are going to build another house for Darlene and Ben to live in. And then, so we're going to see, who ends up there, where the kids are going to go, who wants to live with Dan and Louise, do they want them there, who's going to move, what's this house going to be like, what's it going to be like for Dan that his daughters move out, is Becky going to be living in the basement of the other house or what? So I think there's some rearranging going on, and that's pretty exciting, I think.
Yeah, and why do you think the Connors have been such a hit with fans of the show? I mean, here we are talking about season 5. Why do you think it's been such a hit so far?
Well, on some level, I think just the mix of people. I think we have great writers and incredible actors and incredible guest actors. And our crew is amazing. So there's that, just like a high quality situation. But I think also the show is grounded in reality. It's a comedy, but there's a lot of real things that happen. I think the relationships are real and relatable. And I think overall, one of the major messages of the Connors is to kind of laugh at your situation, have a sense of humor about where you're at. Even if you've hit rock bottom, maybe there's some way to have a sense of humor so you can actually handle it and cope.
Yeah, I think a lot of people appreciate the fact that it's relatable and, like you mentioned, being able to laugh at the end of the day. And what do you enjoy most about playing your character on the show?
I think Becky's really funny. I think she's really cunning. I think that she can be really dry, which is really fun. And I think also, I really think her struggles are real. And I think she's a person that really wants to do better and be better. And, like many of us, just keeps kind of having roadblocks in her life. But I just think that she's always been a really well-rounded character, and she's not at all a stereotype. So I find that she's also kind of vain, which is fun to play sometimes, and much more of a girly girl than me. She has great hair too. Thank you to the hair people on the show.
They're doing the magic. And what has it been? We mentioned a little bit about the cast. What has it been working with the cast? You guys are on season 5. Does it feel like a family?
It feels like a family. We have crew on the show that dates back to the 80s, who were there the first day, the first season. So we're just a group of people who love what we do. We love who we work with. We kind of get in our zone, and we have our inside jokes, and we just, also just try to step up to the plate every day.
Yeah, and any other upcoming projects that you can tell us about that you have coming up, Lisi?
Nope. I am on the Connors for the season. We have about I guess 18 more episodes to go. So I'm on the Connors track until the spring, and then we'll see what happens after that. But I got my blinders on.
There
Connors
we go.
blinders.
She's focused. Those Connors blinders. That's what the fans want to hear. Lisa, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Season 5 of The Connors premieres right here on ABC 10 this Wednesday at 5 p.m.